Hi guys, today we're going to show you the FCX24M from FMS Models. This is a 1/24th scale trail truck. It's not necessarily a crawler, but it's a proportional steering and throttle, realistic hard body shell made after the 1980s Camel Trophy cars that appeared in Brazil in a famous race that became a coordinator of 1 million participants by the time it wound up. We then take it out onto the trails and get some wonderful cinematic shots. So this is the second of the series of 4 that I've bought. I'm very happy with it. For everything that you get, it's wonderful value. I do recommend it. I think FMS will get better and will do better, but in the meantime, sit back and enjoy the show. So this is what it looks like. It arrives on your doorstep from China. It's not broken. The box is in good condition. I paid $139 for mine. That's including all taxes, import fees and the rest. Don't be afraid to buy from China. This is a major brand, sells millions of units, and you simply won't find them in your local shop. If you did, in a local hobby shop, they will be much more expensive than $139. The retail price for this, for someone to take it on as a retailer and then resell it to you, I'm guessing you would be lucky to get it for $180, and I believe I've seen some for much more. And I love it so much, I had to get the next one. Very neat, very tidy, very clean, dropped to the door. By the time I bought this one, it was about $143 delivered. So what we're going to do is open it up and see which one we got. Let's get a razor blade there, do some tearing. Looks good so far. I just wanted to point out what a miracle it is that you can get such a clean, neat and professional thing delivered at this price. We're going to open up this now with our own technique. So it's crossed the seas and even the box is near perfect. Just a bump there. That could have been in our end. There's a cut here. I'm sure it will be fine. But what a beautiful thing. What a great gift at a great price. So we're going to open this now. Open this bit, open that bit, and look at that. Lightweight, strong. Grab it with both hands. Grab the box. Car will be in here. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Are you ready? That was terrible. Should have looked. This is the top. Are you ready? Woo! Oakley dokley. This one is the Range Rover, 1 of 4. That's the new one. That's the one we've already got. You can see it here, second in line. And now we have the Range Rover. And what we're going to do is create videos where these two are following each other on a trail. It's going to be magnificent. In the box, we get our controller. We put our own batteries in that, charger for the little battery inside the car, a couple of little tools, some rescue trays, fake. I'll put those on. And this little box could be good for travel. Put the lid on, unblemished. It's crossed the oceans, fantastic condition. Now the first thing I want to do is to compare the insides of each of them, just to check. Okay, as you can see, you have to wobble off the Velcro patch. You can see it in there. When I first was playing with the car, I broke the bumper because I was wiggling off the Velcro patch holding the bumper. Now I've learned to only grab the body itself, as I'll do with this one. It's wiggle, wiggle. And let's look inside. The one on top is the car I bought first. Speed controllers are a different color, have the same model number on them. Everything else looks identical, which is good. The Velcro on this one is more centered, still a bit wobbly. And if you look at some of the stickers on my first car, they are a bit wobbly. At first I thought this was a manufacturer's sticker and I nearly got my fingernail under it. I looked up the original photos of the actual vehicles these are modeled on, and this is legit. But it's off center. Really doesn't matter at the end of the day, but it's not perfect. They're a little bit off center, but it's no big deal really. These are screwed on. These are stuck in, and that's a shovel. And there's some more tools there, but they're attached. They're not usable. These do not work, but there's headlights at the front. My broken grille does stay in place when driving. And I did take off the fake winch. I believe I've had much better drivability since then. And I was getting a jittery effect, which is exactly what you don't want on a slow moving RC. I then loosened each 4 of the wheel nuts and think I got a better result. That said, I did tighten them when I got it out of the box thinking they were loose, so it was probably set up just fine. There is an interior, you can see it there. And here's the Range Rover. They're all identical with different bodies and different accessories. However, this does affect the weight balance. And so some of them are alleged to drive better than others, and this is alleged to be the best driving of the 4. We will look at the battery now. And we're just going to take this loose cable and plug it in, and we'll start charging. One thing I noticed on the new car is the battery is not connected to the electronic speed control, so it was on the first car. So what we'll do is we'll just connect those. I'll lift it up to show you. Click. Now each car has a loose battery charging cable, which is convenient. This USB charger comes with the car. So all you need to do is to plug it into the battery right here. Clickety click. And then plug this into a USB charger. In this case, I've got a traditional mobile phone battery charging pack. And I will give it a go. That will glow a steady green when it's fully charged. This won't take long, and then you'll get at least 45 minutes worth of runtime out of this. So whilst it's still connected, we're going to peel this screen off the windscreen, if I can. There we go. Peel it down to protect the windscreen wipers. Pull it out. Looking a bit better. The car's going to look a lot better once it gets some mud on it. A little bit of time has passed and that is solid green now. I'll disconnect it from the battery later, but I just wanted to show you something. Listen, this one sounds better. That's the new one. This is the old one. I thought it sounded different. Sounds a lot more reasonable. Maybe someone knows. I wonder what I can do. So to remove the battery, you can access it here and pull these 2 apart. But if you want to be careful, you can lift off the roof, not from the bumper. I don't think a kid would be able to do that without getting frustrated and potentially damaging something. Bringing it a bit closer to you. Cannot see a noticeable clip, so just be firm but fair. See that again. It's secure. Pull. Secure. That can pull. Probably that'll get a good action after you've done it a few times. This is still at full charge. And then we can tuck that in and out of the way. No one will get hurt. And just look how cute it is. Great engineering, micro engineering. Nice and slow, slow as you can go. That's the enjoyment of crawling. See, I sped up there. I'm balancing the trigger awkwardly because I've got the camera at the same time. In fact, with these FMS transmitters, I've noticed you can't really clench the trigger with your finger inside. I actually normally pinch the trigger with my thumb and forefinger and drag it backwards a little, which gives me much better control. Isn't that adorable? Isn't that just an adorable truck? Could you ask for anything better? What a wonderful view. That sunlight really helps. Light leaves. Should be okay. I don't think I'll get up there, but I did, so that's fun and exciting. Show off the side of the car. And we'll come around that corner now. Again, as slowly as I can on the trigger finger. It's not easy. And we want to go through that hole around to the Christmas tree. We'll take it out on the trail soon. As you can see, this setting has been marvellous. You can see some great action from the car. It looks like it's going to get stuck here, but it sort of glides sideways across the leaves and stick. Very satisfying. Have a look. And then it sort of just skates forward after that. Very smooth. I said we'd go out on the trails, so here we are out on the trails. One thing out of the box is the turning circle isn't so great. I'm not sure why they didn't do this out of the box for you, but if you turn the steering wheel all the way to the right and press steering plus, you will see it twitch a little farther, extending the range of the entire steering assembly. Lights on, his bind button. So thank you for visiting me today, and I hope you have enjoyed this offering from FMS. That's the FCX24M, a wonderful scale truck. You're looking at the Range Rover version. It drives much better in my opinion than the first one I got, the Land Rover. It just has a wider stance, I think, and isn't as top heavy. And here's a little taster of where I took it next. Oh my God, look at that. What a view. So if you like this as much as I do, please come along for the ride. See you soon.